Almost made it that time. Almost. That's just way too long. I don't know.
It is.
Way too long. It's all part of the thing.
I like
There
the
you
Hey
go.
guys, we're back. Sunday Smoke. It is Sunday Smoke. That way. Yeah.
Hmm.
Look, Mike from House Family Fitness. Like, that's how you get me right there. Unless you send smoke signals or you tell the guy at the gas station, you can tell just anybody. They know how to find me. I'm the mayor of pretty much any little small area. I could be the governor of Alabama. You know, I know everybody. Could be working on that. So give me a call, send me a message at Mike at House Family Fitness. That way. Actually, there you go. I'm on the Facebook, on the Instagram. I do one-on-one. I do small group. I do distance coaching through the True Coach app. Just whatever.
Which I will be which I am settled in, and I will be using that moving forward. I had to get
This guy is going to start using it again because he is not the so local. It's the not local
dirtbag. It's me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll be hitting you up on the remote thing. I'm settled in now. Got a little gym. It's got everything. It's got everything. Went toward the facility today. It's got everything that I could possibly need in the corner. So it's got an air bike. It's got everything that you've got. So
nice.
Yeah, I know. I said so. Go ahead. Thanks.
You're welcome.
And with us again, which I am so happy. The second time, but not only is it probably one of the world's best 100-mile runners, now he has put himself in the category as one of the best RDs around.
Oh my gosh.
That this man is fixing to be setting. That's right, the race director for Zombie Trail Races, 100-mile magician.
I'm blushing.
Clark.
I'm blushing. I'm flattered.
Man, we're so glad you came back.
I'm so glad to be back. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
So outstanding. Yeah. So I'm going to start with this. Your name's already up here in Tennessee. Did a race last week. Some group that's got a running store up here. Got a couple of they got a small race. What's that?
It's Mad Cow, right?
That's right. Mad Cow, Joel, Colleen, Monica. Yeah, they're all up here.
Yes.
Great people. We all talked, and they're all coming down to do Chief Ladiga.
Yes.
So
wonderful.
Yeah, it's cool. So they wanted to, they said something. Kind of want to start out like this. They did their first race last week, and they did what's called Snowball. And that Snowball, I'm going to put this out there real quick. If you want to get your ass handed to you, come run that.
Yes.
It's 1,104 foot of elevation gain.
Oh, wow.
Over a 5-mile loop.
Damn.
Yeah, it's and it's beautiful out there. They do it at Camp Chet. It's gorgeous.
Cool.
But it's a true trail runners race. There's no frills, it's bring your pop up. Let's build fires, drink some beer, eat barbecue. That's what it was. So it was
pretty much Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, it feels like a Saturday or Sunday group run with your best friends.
Awesome.
I mean, everybody stayed, hung out, stayed by the fire, just welcoming, great time.
Yeah,
it was so cool. I came in on, I think.
Yeah, but this is going to be the next cool race right here.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's that.
Right
yeah.
There. Yeah.
So, but.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
That was an errant mouse movement.
Yeah, but anyway, I wanted to get into that because they all want to support your inaugural race for
yes,
Chief Ladiga, which that's going to be great.
But the next one coming up is the 5K, which is right.
Mm-hmm. So February 5th we have a donut run, and It's a 5K. It's going to be a little hilly loop.
Where at?
So it starts at the South Trailhead at Oak Mountain, and we run up to the Wildlife Center and down to the Raptor area with the birds and back up green. And so we'll start and finish it, like I said, the South Trailhead, and just a fun race. Our whole the whole idea behind this, these races was to get new folks out on the trails and that have maybe never run a trail race before. And so, something that we're excited about and proud of is that in 2 races, almost half the field from each race has never run a trail race before, and so we're getting new folks out there and, try to come up with sort of out of the box ideas for trail races.
Nice. So the Donut Dash, I know you got Shipley's
February
involved.
5th.
That's
Yes.
I grew up on those, man, in Texas.
They're great. They're great.
So the concept is there are
So
donuts.
give them a little description of what
There's
the donut
donuts.
run actually means.
Yes.
So why is it called the donut run?
Yes, sir. So it's the idea behind the race is each runner will eat 3 donuts over the course of 3 miles. They'll eat 1 at the start, 1 at about the halfway mark, and then 1 at the finish. So that's how the race will start. Each runner will grab a donut. They'll eat the donut. They'll take off on the trail. And like I said, they'll get to the halfway point, eat another one, and then come to the finish and, eat the 3rd donut. And so we've got
Before they cross the finish line?
They come across the finish line, they grab a donut, and scarf it down. And we've got Shipley's on board. They've been fantastic, and their donuts, in my opinion, are the best in the Birmingham area. So,
Yes.
we'll have mimosas and Irish coffee at the finish line. Red Diamond will be out there with their coffee and hot chocolate truck for all the runners for free. So it's going to be
Outstanding.
Hell yeah. And what date is this?
Donuts.
February 5th,
Okay.
Oak Mountain State Park.
February 5.
Yeah. So we got a couple of weeks.
That's it.
All right. What time to start?
Right at a couple weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
9 a.m. start time.
9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. So Ultrasign, go to Ultrasign up.
Sign up. It's all on there. Just type in Donut Dash and we'll pop up and check us out.
There it is. Let me see right there. So watch this.
Oh, be careful. Don't hurt yourself.
Right there. That's Ultrasign up, and look at that. That's
There it is.
all. So Ultrasign up. It's the Ultra Donut Dash, Birmingham. Click register. Look at that. There it is. That's
There it is.
cheap. That's cheap for all that fun and free donuts you're gonna get. Coffee and mimosas. So there you go. Now y'all don't have an excuse. Ultrasignup.com. Ultra Donut Dash, the 5K. Boom.
There it is.
Expect to see y'all there.
How about that?
And then
Technology great.
you've put a couple of other things together. So after the Ultra Donut Dash, what do we got?
We've got a beer mile that my cousin and I, a beer mile in Coleman on March 19th. My cousin and I, who's the co-RD, Nicholas Doss, he and I have worked really hard on getting this done. It's not easy to get insurance and all the P's and Q's squared away for a beer mile in the woods, but it's actually on Ultrasign Up as well. It's Bones and Barrels Endurance Beer Mile on March 19th.
You mean this one right
Say
here?
that again. Say that again. Bones and Barrels. What
Bones
is
and
this?
Barrels is the name. Yes.
You mean this one right here?
Let's see.
Right there? That one right there? If you go pull it up, Mike.
I hadn't seen it yet. There. Let's see. Is
Right
this
there.
There it is.
Boom.
There it is.
So there you go.
At,
Sign up. Bones and Barrels.
That's
Endurance Beer Mile.
almost
Click on
Paloma
registration.
RV Resort. Almost.
Right there.
Yep.
Palomino.
RV.
Paloma.
Almost
We'll
Paloma.
just like delete some of the
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah,
we need
what
to
is
edit
the
that.
letters right there?
I think we can probably get Coleman to change the name of the RV resort.
To the Paloma RV Resort, I think that
Paloma,
would be
yes.
perfect.
I think it would be outstanding. Yes.
Absolutely.
And we look, go ahead and Coleman RV Resort. We will not charge you royalties for
Not
Paloma
a bit.
Yes.
As a matter of
at
fact,
this time. At
we'll
this
just throw
time.
your name out. No, that's
What
good.
date
So,
is the beer run again?
March 19th on a Saturday.
March 19th.
Yes. So we've got Goat Island behind this. They're donating all the beer. 600. Yeah, it's capped at 200 runners.
Sponsorship opportunity, Goat Island.
Yes, they
Outstanding.
fantastic brewery in Coleman. Packet pickup will be at will be at their place the Friday night before the race, and like I said, they're donating 600 beers. So we're tickled to death about that. Should be a lot of
Do
fun.
they know his trail runner's coming?
They do. So that's what sold them on the whole idea was, all the when the packet pickup, they know they're going to make their money back tenfold with trail runners there at the
packet
race.
pickup. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Good. So what I know you and I talked, a lot. What really inspired you to do the beer mile? Like what said, hey, look, I'm gonna get this. And I mean, I know people have done it before, but
Yes.
what pushed you to go, hey, I'm doing it?
I got to give credit to Jason Green and the Yeti Beer Mile they used to have. That was, it's now, I think they haven't had it in a couple of years. It was one of my all-time favorite races. And it was just such a fun time with friends. And I think I ran it twice, and I said, they should have this every year. And so I had so much fun at that race that I said, if there's one race that I would really want to do, it'd be a beer mile. So that was the whole inspiration. And, I think we've gotten a good setup with the location and the great beer from Goat Island, and it should be a lot of fun. So
Outstanding. Well, I hate that I can't be there, man.
Next year.
Next year, you bet your sweet ass I'll be there next year. I'll take time off.
Yeah.
I'll book an RV spot. I'll get the
Yes.
tenement on wheels up there.
Yes.
Yeah, you bet your
Yes,
ass.
cinnamon on wheel.
Yeah, the tenement
That's
on
the
wheels
next
will be
project.
there. Yeah, man, I already had prior commitments to something, so.
There you go. You gotta. I don't blame you. Brother.
All right, and then after that one, what you got?
The next race is Chief Ladiga on May the 20th and 21st in Jacksonville. We've had a really, really good response so far. We've got I think we've got 25 signed up for the 100 already, which is really, I'm humbled that we have so many folks that have signed up, and a 50 mile and a 50K that start on May 21st, that Saturday. So, again, it's going to be a great event. Rails to trails. It's flat. It's fast. It's very crew friendly.
So you're doing 3. You're doing the 100, the 50K, and a 50 mile.
Yes.
Outstanding. And it's out and back. So you go out, turn around, come back.
Yeah.
Half the distance for some people.
Yes. So, Jonathan, thank you. We work hard on the graphics. Thank you, Jonathan. The 50 mile and the 50K is a point to point. They'll both start in Georgia and finish obviously at Jacksonville, and the 100 mile will start and finish in Jacksonville. So it's an out and back. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let me clarify that. So you're starting where?
So the 100 mile will start on Friday at the Jacksonville Community Center. And yes, and it goes out and back. So it goes all the way into Georgia to Rockmart at the Nathan Dean Park, and then it'll go all the way into Georgia and back. The 50 mile will start at Nathan Dean Park in Rockmart, Georgia, and run into Jacksonville. And the 50K,
it's a point to point. The 50
Yes.
miles is point to point. So they'll have to have a plan ahead to get back home to their car.
That's right. We've tried to get shuttles for the 50 mile and the 50K, and the school bus shuttle services that so many of these races use in Alabama, by state law, they can't cross into Georgia, any other state.
Yep,
So they
yep,
have to.
yep.
And so we're,
Bus driver, understand.
there you go. There you go. So it would be nice if we had, like a bike shuttle service, like some vans, but there's just not a lot of shuttle services for the Chief Ladiga Trail or the Silver Comet Trail in Georgia, which, I mean, that would be a great business opportunity for someone to take up, because it's a world-class rails to trails. I think it was voted number 2. The Chief Ladiga and the Silver Comet Trail was voted the number 2 rails to trails in the entire country. So, it's a popular trail system that gets used by millions of people a year, and they don't have a legitimate, shuttle service for
Can I throw something out there? Just
Yes.
put you on the spot. We hadn't talked about it, but you're doing 100-mile out and back
Mhm.
from Anniston towards Atlanta.
Yep.
Is there a 200-mile in the thinking process where you can go there and turn around and come back?
Yeah, absolutely. So our race headquarters right now is the community center in Jacksonville. And they've been fantastic for accommodating, everything for our start finish line. But the hope is in the future, maybe next year, to have a 100-mile, because the length of the trail is almost perfectly 100 miles. It starts in Anniston and goes all the way into Atlanta. So you could realistically add a 200-mile distance that we are exploring, avenues to get that done as soon as next year. So that would be another, it maybe start on a Thursday, and maybe make it a 72-hour cutoff. It's kind of the thought process there, but absolutely we are considering and hope to bring a 200-mile race next year.
Hell yeah. And you got 14 aid stations throughout the course, is that right? 7 out, it's 7 out,
Yeah.
7 back, or is it 14 out and back?
It's 7 one way. So
okay,
14 total. We'll have 3 drop bag locations at mile 20, mile 50, and mile 80, thereabout.
Okay.
And so it's a great race to do without a crew. And the thought is, like I said, we've already had 25 sign up for the 100, but the thought is we can attract a lot of beginner 100-mile runners, a lot of folks that like flat, fast courses, a lot of folks that maybe they don't have a crew. This is a perfect 100-mile race for those folks. So
yeah, because doing the math real quick, you're never more than 7 miles from any aid station.
Right.
There's no way it couldn't be.
Yes, and so it's all. I mean, it's the perfect setup for. There's plenty of parking for crew. So there's only one aid station that crew cannot get to. It's all very easily accessible. You can drive to them. You can park. Your crew can be there for you at 6 out of the 7 aid stations. So it's a very it's a very intriguing course for. Like I said, for those people that want to set a PR, for those that want to try the 100-mile distance, and so we're excited.
Outstanding. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I know you haven't seen my name yet, but you will.
Yes. Well, and we just ordered the buckles. We're very proud of the buckles. Yeah. I mean,
I wish we had a picture. I could have displayed it.
I know. So,
or do you want to keep it a secret?
Well, until we get them in hand, we're gonna release the picture once we actually get the buckles in hand. So we're waiting on them to be obviously produced and shipped, and once we get them, hopefully mid to late March, we can post that. But I think people are really going to be, if you like the logo of Chief Ladiga, you're really going to love the buckle. So Stephen Miles did an outstanding job designing that.
Oh, he's a good dude.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
He
he's
does
very
all of our
good.
printing, and he does all our shirts and buckles and awards. So
Yeah, I got to. You're gonna have to open up a store pretty quick because I kept my hat, but my sweatshirt is gone. My
Yes.
daughter has it in college.
I love it. I
It's
love
super-
it.
I know I sent you that picture. Like
I
I
love
laid it on the couch. I opened it up and washed it, laid it on the couch with my other stuff, and I came back in the room and she
Gone.
was bundled up with it.
Yes.
She's like, I like this.
There you go.
It's gone. It went to Auburn. So now it's in Auburn being worn all over the place. So I got to
So
order
it's in
another one.
God's Country #2.
Yeah, God's
This
country.
is
now.
God's
There you
Country here. This is #1. God's Country 2 is Auburn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So that's so zombies being all around there. So
I love it. We appreciate
Yeah.
it very much.
oh yeah, she's got a lot of those shirts. What is after Chief?
So
Anything in the works besides the second round of the baddest night race at Oak Mountain?
yeah, so obviously Halloween Havoc, we were so grateful and humbled that we had 130 runners for the first
Wow, that's awesome.
Halloween Havoc. I mean, it blew up there at the end, and we had a great night, and we pride ourselves in having a like the most fun after party for a race that you could. We try to have that. So, but it was a great night, and so this year, hopefully, have even more runners for the second year of Halloween Havoc, and then we're working on potentially a New Year's race. I think we've got some fun ideas for a race around New Year's potentially. We haven't really fleshed that out yet, but we've talked to some folks about having one in the area, and maybe another one in Coleman. There's a great spot there that we're looking at for maybe like a mid to late September race there. So nothing official yet. Like I said, we're all, we're just kind of exploring ideas right now, but hopefully we'll have one or two more announced soon.
Sweet. Maybe you can, if you get bored and decide to take over, when you're done taking over Alabama, come up here to Tennessee. Let's go look at some shit.
Absolutely.
There's some cool stuff up here.
Absolutely. Like you said, man, there's so many great parks and beautiful. I mean, it's just Tennessee is just a great state for trail running.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's, dude, I'm so happy for you, man. I'm so glad. I knew when, I think it's been 2 years maybe when we first started talking about just tossing the idea around, and you were like, I've got these ideas, and I'm like, dude, those are amazing. You better fucking do them. And next thing I know, you're like, hey man, zombie trail races, and now it's everywhere.
Well, I just want to say thank you, both of you, for. We couldn't have done it without the Palomas. I mean, our first race, we had the baddest ass aid station, of all time. I mean, for the half marathon, I mean, it was out of this world, and everyone was so complimentary, and they said that was the coolest aid station. And we, honest to God, I mean, without Palomas, not only being out there and supporting us, but promoting us, and I mean, that race would probably not have happened. So thank y'all so much, because and the Palomas will be back for the donut dash. They'll be working the donut stop at the halfway point. So we are very, very grateful for y'all and all that you do for us, and the time that you spend volunteering, promoting, everything like that. So.
Man, so they're going to be giving out donuts, and damn well there's going to be Fireball and beer and everything else handed out as well.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter if it's 9 o'clock in the morning or not.
There you go.
They're going to be handing that out.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
That's $20 is $20. That's why they didn't just have that sign up there.
That's right.
That'd be great. So, are you going to venture over into? I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Is it everything that you do is zombie trailers will be strictly trail? Do you have any other crossover adventures that you've got in mind?
There are some interesting spots that I've thought about for having like road races and stuff. To be honest, yes, it's like I said, there are some stuff, there are some things that we've kind of floated around, but some would argue that Chief Ladiga is not a trail race. I mean, it is a trail per se, but it's paved.
It's paved, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's rails
really,
and rails, yeah.
so some would argue that's not a trail race, but we've thought about it. I don't know that we'll ever get to that.
Okay.
But there are some ideas that we've had for some road races. But yeah, who knows what the future might hold.
Okay. That's good. Like I said, man, I'm excited.
Just a little teaser just to see what's coming up next.
Yes.
Yeah, I always want to keep. So
There
for
you go.
this year, we've got the Donut Dash coming up in February. That's 2 weeks exactly.
13 days.
March 19th, we're going to roll into the Beer Mile up in Coleman. So everybody can get the best of both worlds. Come eat a donut
There you
early in
go.
the morning, or go do a beer mile in the evening.
Or you can have a beer and a donut next week, 2 weeks.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Look,
It's a great combination.
Yeah.
inclusive. We'll call that inclusive.
Inclusive, all inclusive.
All include. We're the most inclusive.
Yeah, and then they work our way down to Friday, May 20th was when the start of the 100 mile is, but that's going to be the Chief, and that's a 150 miler and then a 50K. And that'll be
May 20.
now for individuals, can we just talk because I know there's going to be push that Chief a lot. Logistics wise, individuals will have to get to the start line themselves for the 50 and the 50K.
Right.
Is that going to be is that easy to get into, easy to get out of for those individuals? Like if they have crew, drop them at the finish line, I can bounce right back with them.
Right. So
Okay.
we have like our parking situation is fantastic at the start finish. We've got plenty of parking there. Like you said, they will need a crew to get to the start, or someone to drop them off at the start for the 50 mile and the 50K as it stands right now. I would love to hire whoever, Klein.
Look, anybody has a bus, I can drive it.
Yes. So maybe, we look into some kind of bus rental. But as it stands right now, we can't, unless we went and got a full-fledged charter bus, which it would jack registration costs up,
Right. Okay.
Just ridiculous. So, we've even explored that, but
You could look at that to give it as an option if you had enough people sign up for it. This is how much it will cost you to ride the bus.
absolutely.
And you have to have a minimum people
Right.
for everybody to do it. Yes.
Exactly. So that's an option.
I've got 8x10 open trailer. Anybody
There you
willing?
go.
Go for it.
That's
Down,
Calhoun County, man. That's Calhoun County, Alabama. They would be all over that. I guarantee you wouldn't get stopped. The cops would just give you a salute and a wave.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, sit your ass down.
Just to count and be like, man.
Sit down in the chair. Don't hold the chair. Sit in the chair.
There you go.
All right, you're good.
There you go.
That's good. So besides putting races together, is there any other things that you've accomplished maybe
Here
this
recently,
past year? Here recently. Is there anything that maybe you were involved with that was, the third or something like that? Anything?
Yeah, I had this this asshole that almost cost me a finish at Blood Rock jump in with me the last 25 miles, and
I'm listening.
Yeah. So
I know that guy. I know him. I know him.
yes, he kept encouraging me to drink beer at all the aid stations, and I was so dehydrated when I crossed the finish line. I didn't know how I made it.
That doesn't sound right. But
yeah. No. Yeah. So Blood Rock was a lot of fun, and I can't thank you enough for that, because the last 25 miles of that race, my gosh, man, I was used up. And so your company to get across the finish line, man, it was a brutal race. And
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, it was. I tell people, I told somebody the other day, I said, look, I said, if you're looking to do a hunter, because they were looking between Pinhoti and Blood Rock.
Yes.
And I said, look, depends on what you're looking for. I said, because
Yep.
they're not the same. I said, you can't compare them.
No.
I said, if you
at
want
all.
something that's a point to point, that's pretty, takes you through a lot of Alabama, not too terrible in elevation. It's like 13.4, something like
Right.
that. So you don't have any hard climbs. I mean, coming down Blue Hill is probably the roughest part of that
Yes.
race, because climbing up Cheahaw is really not that bad. It's
It's
you
not.
come up the side, so it's kind of a gradual.
Yes.
But I told him, I said, you can't compare the two races. One is rolling fast, really, really pretty. I said, then the other one is it'll suck the life out of you. I don't mean that in a negative way. David designed that race to be those loops, to be, what is he's 7,000 to 8,000 a loop, damn near 7,000.
It is. It is.
Almost 8,000 a loop. And
So by comparison, I was slower at Blood Rock. That was my slowest time at any 100-mile race I've ever done. I was faster at Cruel Jewel. I was faster at High Lonesome in Colorado, up above 11,000, 12,000 feet for the majority of the race. I was faster at Double Top. I mean, you go down the list. That was my. I mean, and I have to say that's to this day, that's the hardest race I've ever done. The 3-loop course that he built is just, like you said, it sucks the life out of you. It's not only steep, but it's just so incredibly technical in spots that you just cannot get a rhythm going. Even when it's flat, you're stepping over rocks and roots, and it's why I love it so much. And
yes.
it's like it's maybe my favorite 100-mile just because of the difficulty. So it's the hardest I've ever done this year for sure.
And now that he's got 1,800 acres on the backside,
damn
well he's going to figure out a way to drag your ass down and up King's Chair and all
Yes.
that.
He
He's going
can
to
find more elevation. Outstanding.
Absolutely. Do we know when that the trail? I guess the trail building will start for.
They're already
working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're really.
Yeah. There's some. I will share offline, but yeah, there's already been people back there poking.
Fantastic. That is fantastic.
Yeah. The question came up today. Hey, we kind of need to know where the boundaries are.
Yes.
Let's go until somebody yells and you hear gunshots. That's
There
the
you
boundary. Go back.
Yep. Make sure you wear orange.
Well, that's right. Wear orange. So that's going to be, to my understanding, that's all done. Park has it, and they'll start getting everything figured out. I think they're going to put a entrance back there.
Oh,
as well.
wonderful.
Yeah, to my understanding, they'll put an entrance.
Kind of. So
280-ish. 280-ish, 11.
Yeah.
Come down by when you get up on King Street, you can see that the small lake or pond or whatever. I guess they're going to have stuff cut for that.
Awesome.
And everything.
That'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that as well.
I'd probably have to throw my name in the hat again.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Vulcan's definitely doing it again. He has to have a little retribution. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Need to get your ass out there. Mm-hmm. But we were also alluding not only to running, but I believe that you were involved in another great accomplishment for the area, for the state of Alabama. Is that right? Is that the third one? Is that
three-peat, baby? Three-peat.
Say Trey.
Yeah, Trey.
The
third.
Go. It was we got the 3P at Thompson High School, so it's been a wild ride, a lot of fun coaching there, and I'm happy to say, because I grew up, I played my high school football at Prattville, so we've always hated Hoover, and
shut your mouth.
Yes. So for us,
well, I'm a Berry guy. So
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, old Berry guy. I'm not Hoover. I'm a Berry guy.
Yes, old school, original, OG. So to be able to get 3 in our region, just making it out of the region is
Yes.
hard enough.
Region. Yes.
It's a very tough region. So it was a fun year, and I'm glad to have coached and done what I could do to help them, if anything, get back and get the 3-peat. So.
Well, it just shows your resolve. It's like you get after it no matter what.
Absolutely. I mean, I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, and the kids are. We got the best kids in the world, man. They are the city of Alabaster. Our kids are as tough as I've ever been around, and they play together, and they are yes sir, no sir. They not ever in any trouble. We've been blessed with great kids that have gone out and earned it, and it was a lot of fun to watch them play, and to go out and get the 3rd in a row. That was a lot of fun.
That says a lot about. I brought that up, man, because that just says a lot about their leadership. I mean, I look at a lot of these kids that I had known from, 3rd, 4th grade, 5th grade, and
there you go.
Playing. You got Jax going to a D1 school in North Texas. You got Jeremiah, I believe, who's committed back going to Alabama, right?
Alabama, yep.
Connor committed, right? Connor committed
North Carolina. So
North Carolina,
absolutely. All
everybody's going. A couple years ago, prior to that, you've got Talia he's up in Pittsburgh now, but you got Sawyer, who because of y'all's program, got invited, to come to Auburn.
Weagle.
Yeah. So, you've got these players, and you can say what you want about people who are always like, well, they've had great players. No, y'all built a lot of good players.
To be real honest with you, like old guy, you used to love to play Thompson because Thompson was like, all right,
there you go.
We're coming down here. We're going to win.
That's right. It's
back in the day.
There you go. Just show up.
That was back when they were 4A, 5A school. Yeah, we were a 6A school.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Terrible football field. We come down here. It's like,
like
why do we got to play down here?
No doubt.
A little different now.
It is
both of them actually, because Barry turned into the University of Hoover. So.
There you go, and so like you said, DC, the kids, the quality kids, man, the leadership that they showed, and some of those kids are just irreplaceable. And a lot of people think, oh, Thompson, they've got move-ins, this, but our foundation was built on kids like you said, Jax, Jeremiah, Connor. You go down the list, and they're just all such amazing kids. Our center Cole Hall. They were they're irreplaceable. All those kids you mentioned are just irreplaceable, and we're gonna miss them dearly. So,
but I know that their backups, the individuals that y'all have molded and taught to come up, I know are gonna, when you put them in that place, they're gonna shine. They're gonna excel. I mean, I know that the guys that have been in the wings waiting are chomping at the fucking bit to just get after it.
That 100%. Our kind of our mantra amongst the players is, are y'all going to be champs or chumps? Are you gonna let down all the kids that came before you? Or are you gonna honor them and go out and continue the the tradition, the dynasty, and so you're exactly right.
Yeah, well, I just bring it up, man, because it just shows. I've known you 2-3 years now, I think, and I love having you on. I love having whenever I see you, always big smiles. I like when we have conversations because you were a great football player. You took that same resolve into school. You took that same resolve into coaching, into trail running, now into race directing. So I know Zombie's going to be fucking world class I mean, it already is, but I know that you're going to find ways to improve over what we see. And I'm so excited for that, man. I know that you are going to make this into something fucking spectacular.
You're gonna make me cry, man. You're gonna make me cry on
and then allowing my dumb ass to be involved in it. I have to question some of your decision making.
Okay, what's the next thing other than the zombie trail? What's the next thing for you on the race schedule? What are you running next?
I did Mountain Mist yesterday, which always just chews me up. It's such a.
It was nice and brisk yesterday, right?
Oh man, it was wind chill of like 7 at the start, so it was fucking miserable. But
no, wait a minute, hold on. Just a quick question: was it muddy?
Always, the first half the mud was actually frozen, so that was nice.
Okay.
But McKay Hollow is always miserably just muddy, and I mean, like you're slipping, sliding, busting your ass. So like I said, did that yesterday, and then the next one.
All right, before you get too far,
okay,
please tell me that you stopped at the last aid station and got a beer and some chili.
Always, I had 2 beers. I didn't get chili. My stomach had gone south on me, so all I could take was a Miller or 2 Millers, and then I walked it in the last mile.
All right.
Dude, I always, as soon as I get to that aid station, they're always like, what do you want? They always got chili. And I'm like, take a bowl of chili and a Miller Lite.
It's the best.
I'll sit there, eat my chili, drink a beer, and they're like, what can I get you? One for the road.
There you go.
Because they put that trash can, there's a trash can about a quarter of a mile from the finish.
Yes, there is. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Perfect right there. Boop. Yeah, I do the same thing. I always have to ask because I look forward to that. I see that hill. Everyone's like,
yes,
can't believe this hill. I'm like, move. I'm like, why are you so excited? Because there's chili and beer at the top of this motherfucker.
Beer at the top.
That's right. So Mountain Mist yesterday. What do you got? What's next?
Mountain Mist was yesterday. I think the next race is probably Cheehaw, and then Death Race. Yeah, so Cheehaw and Death Race are next.
Okay, you're doing Death Race?
I am.
How many times have you done that one?
This will be my third.
Okay.
Third or fourth.
Third.
Yep.
Well, I still got to do that one. So the year I was going to do it that I was in was the COVID.
Yep.
And then wasn't going to do the
virtual.
COVID. And then when he bumped it to Pinhoti. Remember, he had no other choice. It was right there at Pinhoti or whatever.
Yeah. And it was like an out and back, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't. It's Pinhoti time. So now I'm gonna have to go back through the process to get back into that because I want to do it.
I heard nightmares about that course that year, the out and back. I mean, like the finish rate was ridiculous, and I just heard it was so hard for runners. But it's always a fun course. It will, it'll get you. If you're not smart with pacing early, but I always look forward to that one. So you got to check it out for sure.
Yeah, I'll put my name back in the hat. So we got GDR, and then you got any hundreds on the books this year?
Shadows. So that's a point to point that goes through I think 3 states in April.
So what is that? Shadows of the South or whatever? What is that one?
Yep, Shadows of the South. Goes through Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, I think, and it looks really, really pretty. And so I've got that one in April.
Hell yeah, that looks good.
Yep.
Who puts on this one?
Run Bomb.
Oh, is it his?
Yep. And so I think some of the course is the Sky to Summit. If y'all are familiar, if you ever run at,
I haven't. Okay, I haven't, but I need to start getting into this. That looks really pretty.
It's beautiful from what I've seen in the Sky Valley. I mean, the Sky to Summit course is beautiful.
Okay.
So I think a lot of that or some of that goes through that course. So I'm excited about that. I was supposed to run it as like a test run a couple of years ago before COVID hit. And it was just like a group of 5 or 6 runners that were going to get together and just do like a test run, and there it is.
Looks so pretty in that light.
It does. But I haven't run really anything outside of the the Scottish Summit course. So I'm looking forward to that.
Have you never done Georgia Loop? I figured you've done Georgia Loop.
Yes, I have done Georgia Loop, which is, man, that's how much fun is that loop? I mean,
I loved it. All right, so the first time we did Georgia Loop, I loved it. It never got above freezing. Sleet, snow.
I love the graphics.
It was terrible. We thought we was going to lose Robbie Watson on that run. We thought
I remember following y'all on that adventure, and I was like, my God, that looks miserable. It was like sleet and just shit.
Freezing. It sucked.
And he just
so
got
bad.
in the car with somebody random. Yes.
Yeah, we
some
did.
random
So
dude,
we were at an aid station.
Write
we
the
had
tag
to-
number down when he leaves so we can
Yeah,
find
they
him.
did. They took a picture of the tag.
Yes.
But he did. Random guy. Can you take me to the cabin? Guy's
You
like,
got to
yeah.
do what you got to do.
Yeah, Robbie
You
didn't give a shit. He got right in. It was bad. That one was rough. Second year we did it, I made it a little over halfway, and the temperatures, they were just dropping and dropping and dropping, and I hadn't had enough calories, and I got so cold I couldn't hardly walk. Like I was shivering. And then the next day, like
That doesn't sound right.
when Brian and everybody
cold?
finished, it started snowing, and ended up with 9 inches
Oh,
of snow. Yeah, I thought we was gonna be snowed in on the mountain, but we were able to get out. Yeah, it was crazy.
Once you get cold and you're, deprived of calories, it's about impossible to warm back up. It's just, and it gets so cold on the ridges.
It was below 62 degrees. DC had his puffy jacket on.
Yeah, can't argue that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Everybody laughs, but it's true. Absolutely, it's true. 70 degrees. I've got long sleeves on. So no. Well, that's good. So you'll have all that for the calendar year, and then you'll have the plans for Donut Dash, for the Beer Mile, for Chief.
Yep.
And definitely going back into Halloween Havoc this year as well, the second time. Which my ass will be there for that one.
Come on, man! It's a fun time. It
hurt my feelings when I, got transferred. I think I
Just
moved.
like that.
You know what I mean? It was right there at the same time, and
same exact time.
Yes, it was a great time.
Yeah.
And then we'll look for seeing. You'll have. I assume that you're looking at more races for next year, expanding the zombie trail races.
Yeah, we want to ensure quality as much as we can. We don't want to go too crazy with it, and we want to have original ideas as much as we can. We, not to say that every trail race isn't different, because it truly is. It's not like road racing where, okay, you get the same experience. Each race is very different, but we want to kind of be out of the box with, our ideas, and not just have a typical trail race, which is kind of why we came up with the Donut Mile, and then we've got the Beer Mile, and we've got a night race around Halloween where people dress up in costumes, and so I guess our most traditional race would be Chief, and so yeah, that's kind of our whole idea behind it, and just like I said earlier, is just getting folks out that maybe wouldn't run a race otherwise. And so we're very proud that we've had a lot of new faces out there, and hope to continue that.
Yeah. So thinking of that, for the 5K, for Donut Dash 5K, do you have a time cutoff? Do you have any limitations? Can individuals bring dogs? Can they walk it if they wanted to instead
Absolutely.
of running? Anything like that you'd like to elaborate on?
Yeah. So, as most of our races, we try to, extend the cutoff as much as we can, and allow people to just get out there. If they want to hike, they can hike. If they want to bring their dog, they can bring their dog. And, we ask that if you do bring a dog, just kind of have them, in the back. If people are racing, to kind of, just hang back.
Keep them on a lead and clean up after your dog. That's all you have to do. Just be responsible dog people.
Exactly
Period.
right.
That's it.
Vulcan. There you go. And so that's kind of our ask there. But yeah, so I mean, it's we're very, very inclusive. I mean, like I said, that's kind of shown by how many new faces that we've got out there. But we try to make it as friendly as possible in terms of, or as generous as possible in terms of cutoff. So we really don't have a cutoff for the donut dash or the beer mile. We have to kind of enforce a little bit of a cutoff for Chief, but it's 32 hours for the 100 mile. So I mean, you've got plenty of time to do it, and we're going to be very generous with the aid station cutoffs as well. So we're trying to make it to where if you don't make a cutoff, there's no possible way you could make that time up and finish later. So, but yeah.
All right. We'll pull it up, Mike. So the best way to, you can see where I'm sharing, Mike, the best way to get the information for the races coming up would be Zombie Trail Races on Facebook.
On Facebook, we're still working on getting a website. So the best way is to reach us is and to check us out would be Facebook. We've got a page just for it basically has the whole race series there on Zombie Trail Races, but we've also got one devoted for just Chief Ladiga, and so that one is up as well. So we've got 2 pages you can check our races out at, so yeah.
All right, and then there's on Zombie Trail Races, I see that there is a email. You can message you and all of that, right? So that's the best way to get in touch with you.
Yep. Email, call or text, my phone number's out there for anyone, pretty much everyone has it. And I share it, openly. So, call or text, email, whatever. We're very responsive. We're, very excited about, like I said, getting people out there and accommodating any way that we can and making it a fun race series, a different, against the mainstream, I guess, out of the box type of race.
All right. What is it? Are we trying to share something, Mike? What are you doing?
I don't know. That's what internet
There you go.
issues. Come on, Elon.
Yeah.
Hook a brother up.
Notice how he always says that? It's internet issues. Look at the gray in that beard. You know it ain't internet issues. You know it's not.
That's always my excuse too.
That's right. It's Paul getting his ass whooped.
I wasn't sure.
Look, asshole. Internet issues or technology issues. I mean,
yes.
Like you can fuck right off. You know why?
Because I'm an asshole.
Yes.
All right. Great.
That's one of the great, or not one of the great benefits. That's one of the things that you have to deal with when you live in God's country. Because we're far enough out, and it's just, I don't know.
Hey.
I don't have the high-speed internet like everybody else does in cubicle world.
You will, though. I know you and Elon are getting tight. You are exchanging messages, so you will.
Motherfucker needs to hurry up. All I'm saying. I'm ready.
Well, he really does know Elon called him motherfucker, huh? I sent you $90 a while ago, so come on.
That should do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm willing to pay you.
So 2 questions. It's 1 and 2. Let's say somebody
Careful, don't hurt yourself.
is going to run and finish Chief in May, and they're going to get a tattoo to commemorate that.
Absolutely.
Any issue with that?
Absolutely not, and we encourage it. And that may be a deal where you get a tat and with ZTR and a picture of the zombie or the Chief Ladiga logo, I mean, that may be like a free entry for life type of deal.
Done. I got an appointment Thursday. Done. Fuck yeah, free race entry. Done.
Yes. So, we'll have to, honor those folks because that's a big commitment there. If you get something permanent on your body, and then you
I love you. So now, does it have to be spelled out, or can it just be ZTR?
It could just be ZTR with like a skull. Like we're big on skulls and zombies and
Got it.
all just the skeletons. We love weird shit like that. So
Just any skull, right?
yeah, any skull with ZTR.
Oh,
no! Well,
Oh,
you gotta get ZTR on there. Love it.
so I'm in.
Yeah, I got
100% in.
I got an appointment on Thursday, so
Lifetime race fees.
I'm
Like
tied in there.
killed.
Yep. Then you're a member of the club. So
Can't wait. Well, good. Vulcan, what do you got coming up? Because we know Trey's got Shadows of the South and all his.
We got
race
Black
races
Toe coming up
you
this
got.
weekend.
Yeah, Black
Went
Toe
up
run
to,
this weekend.
to Tennessee to run with some guy. I don't know. Yeah. And then I'm
Love it.
running Lake Martin 100. Then I'm doing
What else?
the David Tosh's long series.
yes.
Okay.
And I'm working with Ragnar mini races over the summer. I've got to map that out this weekend, actually tomorrow.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Not running, but I'm working the races.
There you go.
Okay. Cool.
Well,
Yeah, I've got
Busy year.
Yeah, I've got Black Toe run with you in next week. And then I've got Savage Golf after that.
yes. Wonderful.
And then I'm doing Chief. You haven't, like I said, you haven't seen my name, but my name will be on there. I'll be doing Chief. And then this fall, I'm probably going to do Blood Rock again because I know he's going to change the course. And so I'm probably going to
Hell yeah.
jump on that one again. Otherwise, this summer, I don't think I'm going to do much this summer. I'm going to run and all that, but I'll be honest with you, I think I'm going to play a lot of golf and drink beer this summer.
Don't blame you.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
It can be
It'll
miserable.
be all right.
That's huge. That's
It is
huge.
It's big, too. Good. Well, man, I know it's been about an hour, so I'll let you get to your family, but
I just want to say again, guys, thank y'all so much. For the trail community, y'all give so much more than you take. And, I can't say thank you enough for both, to both of y'all for all that you do for, everybody in the Birmingham. There you go. Thanks for the plug. Everybody in the Birmingham trail community. Like I said, y'all are always there helping out and helping folks achieve stuff that they may not otherwise. And so we really appreciate that. And y'all are the best.
man.
And the best right now in basketball.
There you go. Number one. Are they number one yet, or still number two? I mean, gonna be right.
It'll be number one, hopefully tomorrow.
Should be this week. Awesome. Yeah. Cool.
Not a basketball fan, but I'm all in.
There you go.
All right. So I'm
Look,
just throwing
everybody,
this out. I'm just going to throw this out there. I need y'all to think about something real quick, okay? Yeah, it's Corona. When I moved to Alabaster, Alabama, within a couple of years, 3 years of me living there, they started winning state champions. All right. Just want y'all to think about this. I moved there, they start winning.
There you go.
Okay. I packed my daughter and I send her to Auburn. She's now at Auburn and they're number one in basketball. I just
That's
want
it.
you to think about this. You know, I mean, that's
there's certainly a correlation. The Coles are just winners.
That's right. So I don't want to brag. It's just it's not a brag. I just want people to ponder that in their head. Just So what's going to happen now is I'm going to be up here in Tennessee.
There you go.
And they're going to take over. The Titans are going to win. Yeah, $20. Hey, however you got to get there.
There you go.
Dre, I will, just so you know, man, your family to me, I love you, and I'm going to whore you out on.
Please do. And we love y'all very much. Very much.
Oh, you ran into midnight at Margarita Grill?
Margarita Grill. I took a shot, and so we were leaving and celebrating my buddy's promotion at work. And so they're having dinner, and they see us, shooting tequila at the bar, and they call us over, and I get to talking with them, and I was probably babbling incoherently. I hope not. But yeah, it was great seeing those folks there. Charles and Dad, that's always, they make the trip from, I think, Destin or
Niceville,
for all the Birmingham races. So it's always good to see those. Those guys there. They're salt of the earth.
Oh yeah, I love that. They know. I tell them all the time how much I love them. They're
awesome.
They are some of my favorite people on the earth.
Yes, they are.
On the earth. That's right. Earth. So
good.
Guys. So just let's play it one more time. So we got zombie trail races right there. Y'all can see that,
baby. Run undead. That's our tagline. Run undead.
Run undead.
You think that's cool or is that lame?
I like it.
Okay.
Run undead. I like it.
Yep. We'll have
all
stickers
of y'all that can hear my voice. Take your asses to Ultra Sign Up. You want to do the Ultra Donut Dash for February 5th. The Beer and Bones, correct?
Bones and Barrels, but close enough.
Bones and Barrels. I'm sorry, Bones and Barrels on March 19th up in Coleman. And then you want to go to Chief Ladiga, however you want to say that.
Either way.
Either way, and sign up for those. So right now, I'm gonna cut everybody a deal. Everybody that can hear me, go to Zombie Trail Races on Facebook. Sign up for all 3 of Trey's races, and I will let you pay full price, but I'll give you a shout out. So go pay full price for all 3 of those races. But
if you give him $20, he'll shout you out.
Or get a tattoo. If you get a tattoo, you can run for free.
Yeah, and if you get the ZTR, the zombie, or the skull up, and you can get races for free.
For free.
And you say that now, but when I send you a picture, you're gonna be like, motherfucker.
Well, you'll get the invite, buddy. So love it. I love it.
All right, brother.
Outstanding.
Love y'all. Thank y'all very much.
We're gonna cut it.